Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. Today I wanted to go through all of my nature and animal based tarot decks in honor of Taurus season. So I've organized all of them, or almost all of them. I do have the Majestic Earth Tarot, but I just felt like its vibe was slightly different. I could do an independent video on that one, but I've organized the rest of them. And I'm just going to flip through them in order. So whether you're interested in these decks or you're just in for a relaxing time, I will just go through them, maybe provide a little commentary, and it'll just be a nice comparison of all these different decks next to each other. That's the hope anyway. So if you're interested in that, then let's just get right into the video. Okay, so the Mindscapes Tarot is majors only at this time. I know everyone's talking about the full version that's coming out mass market, which I'm definitely excited for, but we'll boot this one out as soon as we get through all the majors. But in order, it's the Mindscapes Tarot, the Pacific Northwest Tarot, the Gentle Tarot, the Spacious Tarot, the Somatic Tarot, the Botanical Tarot, the Herbcrafter's Tarot, the Smoke, Ash, and Embers Tarot, and of course the Wild Unknown Tarot. So let's get to flipping. To talk a little bit about what we have here, you know, there's certainly a theme. Dandelions are very popular for the Fool. Little baby animals. This gives very, like waking up in Breath of the Wild if you play Zelda games and sort of emerging. And this is very like things just beginning to manifest, especially considering the world is the multiverse in this deck. And then I just love that it just shows the cliff in the Spacious Tarot. It's very iconic. So yeah, that's the Fool. We'll get to flipping. So for the Magician, we've got the tools in a lot of them. The Raven is a popular one. I like the alcove here. There's definitely like a alchemist slayer vibe to it. Very magical. So I did modify my Herbcrafter's Tarot, so I will have that video in the cards. But yeah, the sunflower was an interesting choice for the Magician. You know, you would think maybe it would be the sun, but anyway. Flipping. High Priestess. Got a lot of crystal ball moon situations. I love all the wildflowers we have here. It was an interesting choice to put a moon instead of a sun in this one, but I guess this one is at night as well. Very green always. Here we have many fabulous emperors. There's a very proud vibe. Structure, phallic imagery. So we've got keys. Lots of keys for sure. And spiritual places. I know know there are other versions of this Lovers card that I wish I had, but a lot of duality as always. What's cool about this deck is that the Devil card mirrors the Lovers really directly. Yeah, they're both Hawthorn. Very cool. Chariot, we've got a lot of water. Oh yeah, this one has dandelions. So there's like the motion that's inherent to the Fool as well. Directionality, bamboo growing voraciously. Very nice. So a couple of these have switched. Okay, so I forgot to hold on. I successfully switched these with some of them. This one as well, because Strength and Justice are sometimes switched if you're not aware. The rest of these were all Strength though. But anyway. Honestly, this one is very diverse. We've got a lot of different vibes here. It's interesting how different these are to each other. I like the endless self-reflection of that one. And then yeah, the Hermit tends to be a lot more consistent, I feel. Got little fires going. Very nice. Always very circular. It's interesting this one isn't more circular, honestly, but I get the idea. These are both kind of webs. It's cool. Got swords, we got black and white, we have scales. We have Libra energy and pillars. Very cool. So, a lot of hanging, as you'd expect. I hope nudity isn't an issue. It's so annoying that YouTube is like that. But, yeah. All about perspective. It's funny, a lot of these have like really popular concepts for death, but they don't really repeat very much, which is interesting. This one is very simple. I've never had these all next to each other like this, so this is new for me too. So we've got the fire and water going. Lots of fire and water. Steam. Wings. Balance. Yep. So like I said, the lovers are mirrored. Got chains. It's funny, this is so abstract, of course. The Somatic Tarot always is, but I don't know. It's like uncomfortable somehow. They really captured that vibe. A lot of red accents as well. Very phallic line for the tarot, tower, division. It's funny because this has a lot of death vibes too, the mushrooms. And this has a lot of emperor vibes as well, but it's the tower in this one. Lightning, lots of lightning. Very cool. Love the star. Lots of hopeful gazing. I feel like the moon tends to have some of the most similar imagery. I love like the phases here too. And here. Beautiful. That's why the sunflower was such an interesting magician choice. They have St. John's wort instead. Really beautiful. More sunflowers. Really cool with the high contrast here. The transcendence. Sorry if you hear my dog panting. She's being kind of loud right now. But there's Judgment. I didn't include any bonus cards in any of these decks, so some of them do have other cards, like the Gentle Tarot has an unseen card, so bear that in mind. I'm only doing the ones that overlap. Lots of circles. This is definitely meant to look like a womb on purpose. Oh, this is so pretty. You know, a really specific person probably wants to watch this video, but I know that someone out there watching this is very satisfied, so I hope that's you. But yeah, we can say goodbye to the Mindscapes Tarot and just focus on these 8 from here. So, moving on to Wands. Just gonna organize these a little. Okay. Lots of warm tones, lots of fire and sticks. Very phallic for sure. It's interesting how similar these are. Very similar, very Rider-Waite-Smith. Love the geometry. Lots of love. More interesting geometry. So much strife in the fives. It's great how similar these are. It's interesting seeing the different botanical choices as well. This is so similar. I love this dragons getting their flowers. I love the 6-on-1 motif for a lot of these. I love this little guy, so cute. It's interesting, there's some perpendicular lines in that one. And it's coffee. Very energizing, and I believe this is ginger, so you can handle the heat. This one has a much more optimistic view of the Nine of Wands than a lot of the rest of these. Heavy lifting, for sure. So you'll notice the different things that this has been renamed to. A lot of the quartz have been named different things. Very similar vibes. Different choices, but similar vibes. Camera just cut out. She is mother for sure. Two wolves. Interesting. Okay, moving on to cups. I just binged all of White Lotus season 3. It was so good. But yes, lots of cups, lots of blue. I love these like water dragons. It's collaborating with a little ducky. There's a little bird here. More birds. Love birds, you could say. More lotuses. Lots of partying, liveliness. Followed by a much more tame vibe, for sure. Occasionally I regret cutting off the word here because I have to reference the book a lot, but that's okay. I like the borderlessness. It's funny how similar a lot of these are. Heaviness, disappointment, and a much more uplifting vibe. I love lilacs, can't wait for them this year. A lot of water and moons. More moons. Moving on. It's funny because this is like the High Priestess vibe in the Spacious Tarot. The High Priestess does tend to get what she wants, so I suppose that makes sense. Gorgeous. More dandelions. I live in a city, if you haven't noticed, so the audio is unfortunate sometimes. A lot of synergy, rainbows, more rainbows, really pretty. So the otter was the fool in this one. And now it has the juvenile energy of the Page of Cups in this deck. Even this is like a kid. So very baby energy. An offering is made. I like that all of these are tea. Just want the Queen of Cups to take me under her wing. And this was the Seven of Wands guy in this deck. It's interesting how different choices can be justified. They all make sense in their own way. Starting with swords. Let me just reset these a little bit. Very literal. It's thunder in this deck, so it's a lot of lightning. I love the Two of Swords, and so that's why it really sticks out to me that it's on the cover of the Gentle Tarot. Like, it's probably the only tarot deck in the world that has that as the cover image, if I had to guess. This one hurts. For sure. They're all somber in their own way. Similar color palette. Got two different rainbows. Love the optimism. I love the 1 against 6 here as well. So much confusion and anxiety. This one really is something. A lot of death. Moving on. That one always reminds me of my dog, which I love. Love the dives. Very cool. Lots of birds. And sharpness. Lots of sharpness. It's an interesting choice putting a rainbow with the King of Swords. There's some rainbow here too. Very straightforward swords. Let's do Pentacles finally. Interesting, there's some circles in here, but they didn't necessarily go for round. I mean, there is something very earthy about squares, so I do get that. I don't know. Lots of infinity, duality, teamwork makes the dream work. I have birds nesting outside. It's so cute. This one is very meditative, reflecting. I love how RWS that one is. Very cool. I know it's getting dark outside, so bear with me. I like the droopiness, austerity. Interesting, we've got some fires going. I love how it's just a carrot. I don't know why that's funny to me. Of industriousness and abundance. Very abundant. It's almost like total connection to nature. The rainbows of happiness. More cute little babies. I feel like deer are very Knight of Pentacles vibes for sure. Two different bears. She's so chill. More rainbow vibes. Two more deerish animals. And yeah, that is everything. I hope this was enjoyable. I have my big piles here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this. I hope it was educational and or entertaining. Happy Taurus season. take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!